Welcome everyone. My name is Lisa Higgins. I direct the Missouri Folk Arts Program at the University of Missouri. It's been my honor and pleasure to serve on the planning committee for the Ozarks Faces and Facets of a region with our colleagues from Missouri State University and around the region. So I want to welcome you again. For over 50 years, the festival has convened people on the National Mall to explore, exchange, and engage the power of culture and creativity in our lives today. This year we have two programs, Ozarks, which you know you're here, and across the way, Creative Encounters, Living Religions in the U.S. If you want to add to our ongoing storytelling, you can use the hashtags 2023 Folklife. It's produced with the Center for Folklife and Cultural Heritage and presented in partnership with the National Park Service. It's made possible by people like you, individual donors, and I will also do a lot of thank yous at the end and let you know who the sponsors were. You're here for a little pick and parlor with the Davids and Nathan and our surprise guest. If you were just here, you may recognize this guy on the far end. I'll do a quick intro all around. Go on the far end. No? Yeah. Okay. Willi Carlisle, David Scrivner, Nathan McAlister, Dave Cavins. They know a whole much more about this than I do, so take it, guys. Thanks.
Frisky Jim. So that was a tune called Frisky Jim. Also, let's give a round of applause for the dancer. What's your name? Peter. Pete? What's that?
Peter.
Peter. And where are you from, Peter?
I was born in D.C.
Nice. So Peter from D.C. That was typical of a fairly standard, upbeat Ozarks square dance tune. We're mostly, at least me and David and Dave, and Willi's a caller and a great player. We play a lot of dances, and so a lot of what you'll hear us doing here this week is playing for square dances and square dance type of music. We do another one for you here called Tomahawk. I told David, and we're going to kind of rush through this because we're just a 30-minute set, but both of these tunes that I'm playing are in a cross-tuned fiddle. The fiddle is tuned in an open tuning, it's an open A, and so historically, back before we had these wonderful sound systems that these guys are doing a great job with, an open tune fiddle would carry a little bit more than a standard tune fiddle, especially in the days where you didn't have a sound system and sometimes you didn't even have any accompanist. It would be a solo fiddle. So.
It also gives you the option of playing notes in the chord to kind of provide your own backup a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. So this tune here is called Tomahawk, and then we're going to switch it over and David's going to fiddle a little bit.
Change over. I'm not great with my voice today. I don't have a lot, but tomahawk.
Layers.
All right. Tomahawk came from these square dance records that were put out by Tommy Jackson. And Tommy Jackson was from the Nashville area. He made these records, and every fiddler in Missouri bought a set of these Tommy Jackson records, and they could not get enough Tommy Jackson. Tomahawk is a tune that is attributed to Tommy, and Bob Holt and everybody else learned it from those Tommy Jackson records, and the dancers couldn't get enough of it either. So it's a fairly recent tune to the Ozarks, really.
Yep. So I thought I would do a tune also that is everywhere in the Ozarks. It's got a wonderful name, an inspiring name. It's called, well, actually it's so much in the Ozarks that I learned it as one name, and then I started calling it what another fiddler player called it. I learned it as Johnny Bring the Jug, but another fiddler called it Johnny Fetch the Jug, and I like that. It sounds nice.
Around the Hill, right?
Around the Hill, yeah.
Johnny Bring the Jug, Around the Hill is the name I know about.
Yep, that's what I learned it as. I think somebody put Far From Home on the end of it, too. So, anyway, Johnny Fetch the Jug. Should we do a two-step?
Yeah, let's do it.
This one's called Tulsa Hop.
Which one's that?
It's an A.
Okay.
I don't think if I know who this is from originally, and I don't, so I won't take a guess. I learned this from Bob Hope, though.
Plenty of time. Loads of time.
So we're doing less talking because it's a shorter set, but if there are any pressing questions, things that you just have to know,
They don't even have to be pressing. Just
feel free to ask. We'll make up something if we don't know the answer. How about a Lyman Inlow tune? I haven't done any Lyman Inlow this week much. So Lyman Inlow was a fiddler from northern Missouri, actually, but he had a big influence in the Ozarks. This is a tune called Coming Through the Rye.
David, I have to admit, you made my heart beat a little faster there when you said coming through the rye, because the fiddlers between where I live and St. Louis play coming through the rye as a varsouvienne.
Oh yeah?
Where it switches times, so part of it's like a two-steppy reel thing, and part of it's a waltz. And I didn't know you knew any varsouviennes. Well, I guess you don't.
I don't.
So next time.
I never even heard the word.
Me neither.
It's fun. It's really fun to dance. It's a regular Missouri dance that we do in central Missouri
I
for
thought
sure.
you were talking about a sous vide that you like put a steak in the hot water and
It is like that. You put yourself in hot water, trying to play back to back.
You want fiddle again, or? Here's another.
Let's do it.
All right, we were talking about influences from northern Missouri. So, a lot of tunes from that area, which were really, at least with some fiddlers, pretty popular in the Ozarks. And this tune, Angus Campbell, is one of those. You can hear it's kind of hornpipey, realish, kind of has a Celtic sound.
Scottishy.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I heard this a lot from H.K. Sylvie particularly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
HK, that surprises me that HK like that.
Yeah, yeah. But Bob Holt also played it, so yeah, this is Angus Campbell.
So Nathan, that's like the best banjo tune ever, isn't it?
So, there's a great fiddle player from Fayetteville that his name's Pete Howard, and just a phenomenal Arkansas fiddle player. But I heard him one time in a jam session, someone played a tune one time, and he said, "That's pretty cute. That's a cute tune." And I have taken that word and ran with it, and I have milked it for all it's worth, because any tune like that now I describe as cute, because it's just kind of cute. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
It
I
has
love
the
those
je ne sais
tunes.
quoi.
I love those tunes and Nathan hates those tunes. That's what we're trying to say.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
All right, you on fiddle.
Why don't you play fiddle together?
Okay.
Let's double fiddle. Because I have to tell you, when I started playing this music in the mid-'90s, there was 20 guitar players for every fiddler. And I felt kind of redundant because I was. But nowadays, there's 20 fiddlers for every guitar player, and it's the best thing that's ever happened. And so if I only play with one fiddler, I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth. Now, 2 fiddlers is a lot closer.
What's a good barn burner tune to get us out of here?
What do we play the same enough to make it work?
A lot of things.
You guys do Salt River Reel tonight?
Oh yeah, Salt River Reel. This is a northern tune that's cutesy, but Nathan plays it for some reason.
I don't think it's cute. I think it's bad.
It's got a really good
It's got a really good drive.
It's got a good howl to it that I like. You started.
All right.
Before we head out, we always want to plug the square dance. There's going to be a dance tomorrow from 8 to 9:30, and it's going to happen hopefully under the big top over here, under the big tent. It'll be a traditional Ozarks square dance. It'll be this band. We play the dances in the region. When you're dancing to our music, you're dancing to the music that's played in our region. And so come out and see us. Bob's going to be calling, and we'd love to see you out there and participate.
Everything's taught on the spot. It's easy.
I mean, there's people flying in to come to this dance. So that's anytime you've heard a helicopter, they're coming in. So it's going to be pretty busy. So make sure you get there early, okay? We hope to see you all there. Thank you, guys.
Should we do one more?
Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
What do we got? Joe Clark?
Yeah, let's do it. We rehearsed this before you got over here.
Except that I rehearsed it on guitar, so.
You want the G in it?
No G.
Dave's been at the guitar booth, and so we've been jamming, and he can't come play because he's got to man his guitar.
I've been working, and they keep coming by and be like, that was a great session.
Listen how
Too
much
bad
he's
you
been
weren't there.
talking.
Cavins, David Scrivner, Nathan McAlister, special guest Willi Carlisle.